How's it going, team? Welcome back to another episode of the Average Jack podcast. And as you can see, we're in a bit of a different environment today. We're looking with a bit more of a professional setup. Hopefully, the audio sounds a little bit better. We'll get the camera sorted. I'm just having a few difficulties with that. But I'm very happy to announce that we are now based somewhat out of the engine room in Southport, which is a great facility. Looking to get Professor Eric on, who dealt with getting the funding for this place, what it's all about. It's a creative space, co-working facility, whilst being a sort of old style arcade based in Southport. I mean, the place is lovely. I will put a video on my socials doing a little tour of the place, just so you guys can get a feel for it and see. But for those who are watching, I just wanted to do a quick sort of recap where I've been up to for the last couple of weeks with the podcast, and I've not really put an episode out, I think, now for about a week, but this is sort of why. The idea of the podcast now is to upscale it, make it better, make it something that is a more professional looking thing, try and refine the skill, meet new people. So yeah, this felt like the natural step. I have been looking for somewhere for a while to move into, per se. I mean, it's dependent on the guests and where we are and what we're doing. A lot of it still will be remote, just because of where guests are, and obviously there's an affordability to getting people here and showing them what to do. But yeah, I'm super excited. Very much feels like a step in the right direction for me, for the podcast, for what I want to do. We're nearly a year in, which I think is absolutely insane. This is episode 44. I'd love to be the weeks to align with, the podcast age, but life gets in the way, things get in the way, and here we are, nearly a year down the line. We've found somewhere to film out of, with the right equipment, making it sound better, more professional, and what a great space and a great opportunity to show people. I mean, the engine room is a brilliant place. I mean, what they've got on is excellent, and then the Wayfarer Arcade where it is honestly, it's a proper beautiful old style arcade. Like when you walk into it, you just think, wow, this is lovely. What a hidden gem. And through connections of people that I've met on the podcast or where I work, per se, that have directed me to here. Yeah, I'm excited. It very much immediately feels like somewhere where I can develop, get guests in with a much better quality product. I'm still not saying we're there with like the top level podcasters and what we're doing, but we'll get there. Like I said, I think when I did a review, or just did a solo podcast a few weeks ago, I truly believe that this is something that can be, something positive for people, have an impact. And with the guests that we've got coming on and the guests that I'm trying to solidify to come on, I really think that they have a lot of benefit for the everyday person. The journeys are impressive, they're inspiring, and again, they relate to you and I. So yeah, I just wanted to check in. This is super quick. I won't even say it's an episode, it's just a little recap of where we are, what we're doing. Yeah, so the engine room is somewhere where you're going to see me a lot more. Based over in Southport, check them out. I'll put the link in the description for them. It'll be on my social media. And hopefully we can get some of the people who run the place on in the future, and they can give you a much more detailed breakdown as to what it is, what it does, and the vision for the place. And hopefully, with it being a co-working space, there's a few artists in here, people who do different roles. There's a lot going on in the arcade itself, so a good place to make new connections and potentially new guests for the podcast. So yeah, super positive. Feels like I said, a step in the right direction. But yeah, nice chatting to you. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a nice day, evening, whenever you listen to this. And we'll keep moving. We'll see where we go. It's all about consistency. It's all about turning up. And yeah, it's all down to me, isn't it? and you guys for supporting me and sharing what I do. So I appreciate that massively. If you can continue to do so, I'd really appreciate that. If you're new to the podcast, subscribe, share, follow, send it to your mates, drop a comment. I love to hear from people who listen to the podcast and what they think of it. Again, I'm very much in my infancy with this, so people's feedback and people's opinions are paramount to the success, and not the success, but the development of this podcast. So, yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for obviously supporting me for nearly this year now, and I'm excited for the guests and excited for the things that are coming. So, shout out to the sponsor, a bit of a strength, another massive factor in this. So, to Matt and the guys there, I appreciate you wholeheartedly, and yeah, peace. Take it easy. Have a nice day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Hope this sounds a lot better.